Hey guys, it's Dill here again. My computer just doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to record, game videos. So, and I want to be putting out videos for it. I want to be putting out videos consistently, because that's what you do when you're a YouTuber. You put out consistent videos. So I went onto the Google app and I just looked in and see if there was any stories out there that were gonna be interesting and that I could do a video on. And I found this one that has 10. It says 10 awesome fan theories about the future of the MCU. And I thought, this could be fun. This could be interesting. And I thought, you know what? Why not? Screw it. Let's do it. Why not, right? Yeah. Okay, so this first one is saying that Obadiah Stane from Iron Man 1, it's saying that maybe he's the real Mandarin, which is just weird. Because I know, in Iron Man 3, they had Iron Man, but then they had Iron Man. Yeah, they had Iron Man in Iron Man 3. Good job on you, Marvel. But they had the Mandarin, and then it turned out, oh no, this isn't the real Mandarin, this is just an actor. This is just an actor hired by, what was his name? Aldrich Killian. And then at the end of the movie, he said, I am the Mandarin. He said he was the Mandarin, which is just, what? The heck is that supposed to mean? It's dumb. Burping. But then they had the Marvel, I think it was called Marvel One Shot, where, no, not One Shot, whatever it was called, a little short that got put out with the DVD of Thor: The Dark World, called All Hail the King, and it's following, what was his name? The guy who was pretending to be the Mandarin, he's in jail, and then he gets confronted by a member of the Ten Rings, and that is displaying that the Mandarin is still out there somewhere. And this theory suggests that it's Obadiah Stane, Ironmonger from the first Iron Man movie. But there's, no evidence shown here. So, I don't know where they got this idea from. I mean, it says that, yeah, it's supposed that he died, but we didn't really see a body. And apparently, in movies, if we don't see a corpse, then they can come back. Apparently, didn't know that. Guess that means Quicksilver's dead for good. And then it also said is that Obadiah was he was running the Ten Rings apparently, and the leader of the Ten Rings is the Mandarin. So okay, now that I say it out loud, that makes some kind of sense. Some kind of dumb, really stupid, ridiculous sense. But, whatever. Okay, so the people who make these theories they're creative. I gotta give them that much. Because this one is saying that guy that was, Jane Foster's assistant, her name was Darcy. That one girl who's played by the lady from Two Broke Girls. Yeah, she had an assistant in Thor: The Dark World. And they're saying that he is an undercover agent trying to get in with words. Saying that he's an undercover agent trying to somehow get links to the Avengers, whether he's a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, a Hydra agent, and apparently someone said maybe it's Loki himself, just shapeshifting, which I don't know how concrete I don't know how much that works, seeing as how at the end of Thor: The Dark World we see that Loki was masquerading as Odin, so we can assume that he was up in Asgard pretty much the entire time. At least after he died, or no, what? Yeah, because he died. He died. So then, everything surrounding Loki is so complicated. It's so confusing with him. Can't keep track of this fool. He's all over the place, and I don't like it. Okay, so this one I've heard before. The theory saying that Stan Lee is secretly the Watcher, because the Watcher is a cosmic being who is like his race of people are meant to just observe and like take note of everything that's happening. They're not meant to actually interfere or whatever. But then there's this one Watcher, got a big bald head, and he often interferes and helps us out every now and then. And people are saying that that is Stan Lee because he pops up in literally every single Marvel movie, and he's never the same character twice. Good, and okay, that makes sense. I like this theory. I kind of like it. I don't think it. I don't know if I think that's true, but I think it's a fun little nice theory. I don't mind it. I ain't got no problem with it. I can deal with it. It's fine. Okay, so this one's actually really interesting. It's saying that the battle in New York in the Avengers movie, with all the Jatari coming down, it's saying that that was just a distraction. That was just a mere diversion. Like, they were doing, like, Thanos sent Loki and the Jatari down just to throw people off until maybe around Infinity War or something. And that, I like that. I like that because that has like a whole new layer to the fight. We were kicking butt and taking names, and we weren't even kicking the right butt and taking the right names. I kind of like that. I like that. That's interesting. That's so cool. But also in here it says that, like, the Jatari were trying to come down here and masquerade as humans to also throw us off. Which, and apparently the Jatari are shapeshifters, which is something I didn't know. I knew that the Skrull were shapeshifters, I didn't know the Jatari were. How did I know that? Dude, you're supposed to know this crap! I'm sorry, okay? I don't know everything about Marvel. Just most of it. But yeah, but this makes sense. It's considering that the Jatari just showed up randomly. Oh no, they didn't show up randomly, but there was no, like, order to it. Yeah, we have an army coming down, and we're powerful and all, but the Jatari are a warlike race. And so they know how to strategize. They know how to use strategy, but there was, like, no strategy with their fighting. They were just randomly blowing crap up. So it makes sense for that to have just been a diversion if that was the idea. If that's what they were going for. What? Okay, so this one's really interesting. Saying that the Soul Stone is in Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. Because of how it has a mind of its own and it assesses how worthy someone is. Bourbon. There's also the fact that apparently, I've heard this be talked about, the locations of where all the stones have been can spell out Thanos. And right now we're just missing that H. And some people have said that the H stands for Heimdall because of how you can see everything, you can see everyone's souls and his eyes turn orange when he does so. So I mean, if he turned out to have it, that's pretty cool. But if it turns out to be Mjolnir, I'm not sure how I feel about that because, you know, Thor and Mjolnir is kind of a package deal. I mean, he's not going to really be using it that much in Thor the Dark World, apparently, as we've seen. But, like, and we have seen it in that video that got put up. Talking about how they started filming Avengers Infinity War. They showed a picture of Rocket Raccoon and Thor, but then Thor's holding a different hammer. So at some point, probably in Thor the Dark World, Mjolnir is going to get swapped out for the version of Mjolnir from the Ultimate Universe, to where one side is a hammer, the other side is a freaking axe, which is just awesome. But even still, I'm pretty sure it still has to act like a normal Mjolnir, which means it still has to assess who's worthy. And in order for the Soul Stone, if the Soul Stone is in Mjolnir, in order for us to get it out, Mjolnir has to be destroyed. And then the Soul Stone gets taken out, and then Thor gets a new Mjolnir, but it's not Mjolnir anymore. It's just a hammer that anyone can use. So I think that kind of ruins it. That kind of ruins how Mjolnir works. So I don't know if I support that theory. I don't know if I can get behind that one. Oh my gosh! Okay, you wonder why I'm freaking hot right now, but sorry, I had a problem there. But okay, I got up to get snacks, and then I come back, and I see a Twitter notification saying that Marvel had just released the teaser trailer for Thor Ragnarok, and I just watched it, and oh my gosh! Oh, it was awesome. It was so cool. Oh, we finally got the teaser and it was so awesome. Oh, it was amazing. I'm totally doing a video on it. I mean, duh. Okay, good. Thanks, Marvel, for giving me more material to do videos on. Oh my gosh, it was so many things happened and just, I'll get back to that later. But theories. Okay, so this theory seems pretty interesting, saying that maybe Thanos will resurrect every single dead villain in the MCU. So that's Ultron, Aldrich Killian, Red Skull, you know, the big baddies. And, I don't know, maybe he will, maybe he won't. Because knowing Thanos, he's not going to just handle us on his own. He's going to send his lackeys down to try and take us down. And then, when that doesn't work, then he'll have to take us on himself. And then we'll kick his butt. But, like, their evidence for this is saying that in the comics, the same thing happened, only it was Nebula stealing the Infinity Gauntlet away from Thanos, and then she resurrected everyone. A lot of people that Thanos had killed at the time. So I guess it's a theory. This one doesn't do anything for me, saying that maybe at some point Nomad might show up in the MCU. Nomad is just oh, that was a good one. Excuse me. Nomad is just a name that Steve Rogers took up after he became kind of at odds with the U.S. government. So, I mean, he's not, at that point he's not Captain America. He doesn't have the outfit, he doesn't even have the shield. There's a picture here, like that's what he looks like. That's Nomad. And, on to the next theory. I also think the theories might just go downhill from here, because now this one is saying that Tony Stark might reverse engineer Star-Lord's helmet. And, you know, that just makes sense. That doesn't really feel like a full-on theory. That just feels like a fun little thought in the back of your mind. Because, like, we know that they're gonna meet in Avengers Infinity War. I keep burping. We know they're gonna meet in Avengers Infinity War, and at some point in the comics, Tony Stark does have an armor that allows him to go off into space, and he teamed up with the Guardians. Oh, gosh. These spring allergies, man, they're messing with me. Forgive me. But yeah, we know that happened, so I mean, it just makes sense that this would happen, so come on, give me something good. I need that good. I need the fix. See, this is what I mean going downhill. This one is saying that Nick Fury has clairvoyance or something. Basically saying that he's omniscient. Omnipotent. He knows all. Which is how he's able to be prepared for everything. And that's just Nick Fury. That's just his thing. That's just what he's known for. He's known for being a total bad A without having any superpowers. He's always prepared. He has eyes and ears freaking everywhere, so that's how he knows everything. This is just dumb. These are getting dumb. It's bullcrap. Well, now it's interesting. This one suggests that Red Skull is actually Thanos. Which, considering what they've done with certain villains in the past of the MCU, like, for example, the Mandarin, how big of a change they made there, as well as, with Zemo and freaking even Armazola. It's a drastic change from the comics. So, if they wanted to do this, it would make sense. Because a lot of people have theorized that because the Tesseract is actually, we learn out. Words! English is fun! We find out later on that the Tesseract is actually the Space Stone. And people have theorized because of this that at the end of Captain America the First Avenger, that Red Skull didn't die, he was just shot up into space. And I can live with that. Hey Red Skull, you up there? He didn't answer. But I could live with that theory. I could live with the fact that Red Skull is up in space somewhere. But the fact that he would turn to Thanos, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that. I don't think I believe that theory. I don't think I can back that theory up. I don't think I can support that theory, but I can understand that theory. This is a theory I can get behind. No, that's not what... You know what I mean! So, there's 10 theories off of whatculture.com. If that means anything to you. This is all from What Culture. This is where I got these theories. This is where I found these theories, at least. So, take it as you will. I'm taking these theories with a grain of salt. So, whatever. So, if you enjoyed this, click the like button. Share it with someone else if you want. Like a friend, a family member. Some hobo on the street. Probably don't do that because you don't know where first off, you don't know where he's been. You don't know if he's trustworthy. I don't know if I'm sending a good message here. Just like, share the video, subscribe for more videos down the road. Like me talking about the trailer for Thor Ragnarok, because I definitely gotta do that video. I definitely gotta talk about that because oh my gosh, it was amazing. I probably will upload that today, and then on Friday I'll upload this video that I'm recording right now. So you're seeing this after the Thor Ragnarok video. So, how'd you like it? Burped in the middle of my speaking. But how'd you like me talking about Thor Ragnarok, the teaser? Tell me in the comments below. And tell me some theories that you've heard in the comments below. I'll leave end cards. Bye.